Welcome, fellow wanderers. Today we're taking a tour of Scotts Bluff National Monument in Nebraska. Scotts Bluff National Monument sits just west of Gering, a city here in western Nebraska. It's a national park site spread across about 3,000 acres of historic trails, prairie, rugged badlands, towering bluffs, and riverside areas along the North Platte River. Every year, about 100,000 visitors come to visit Scotts Bluff. One of its bluffs, named after Hiram Scott, a clerk for the Rocky Mountain Fur Company, marks a significant spot. He passed away near here in 1828. Scotts Bluff was crucial for pioneers traveling the Oregon, California, and Pony Express trails, and it could be seen from afar on the Mormon Trail. From 1843 to 1869, more than 250,000 immigrants journeyed past Scotts Bluff. It was one of the most noted landmarks in their journals and diaries along these trails. Interestingly, Scotts Bluff lent its name to Scotts Bluff County, in which we are in, and the city of Scotts Bluff, Nebraska itself, which is not too far away from here. Despite its name, the monument includes two bluffs, South Bluff to the south that we're looking at right now, and the northern one called Scotts Bluff, each with unique features like a dome rock, crown rock, sentinel rock, eagle rock, and saddle rock. The area between the bluffs and the North Platte River, which is just a little bit north of here, is known as the Nebraska Badlands. As we walk along, taking a look at some of the old Conestoga and covered wagons that traversed along the Oregon, California, and Mormon trails, we also get some great views of Scotts Bluff. Scotts Bluff first made its mark on recorded maps way back in 1812 thanks to the Astorian expedition, a group of fur traders exploring along the North Platte River. They were the first to note the dramatic bluffs rising from the plains, signaling the start of the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. But because of the War of 1812, their discoveries didn't get much publicity at the time. It wasn't until 1823 that explorers rediscovered the route and fur traders quickly began using the bluffs as a key landmark. The most prominent of the bluffs was later named after Hiram Scott, a fur trader who died nearby. Long before that, local Native American tribes had called it Miapati, meaning the hill that is hard to go around, a name that says a lot about its dramatic presence. By the 1830s, fur traders, missionaries, and military expeditions were passing by Scotts Bluff regularly. Then, in 1841, waves of settlers began traveling west along the Great Platte River Road headed for Oregon, California, and later Utah. The bluff became one of the most important landmarks on their long, uncertain journey. At first, immigrants avoided the steep terrain near the bluff. The Oregon Trail detoured south through Robidoux Pass, while the Mormon Trail passed north of the river. But around 1850, a new road was cut through the natural gap between South Bluff and Scotts Bluff. This pass, later called Mitchell Pass, quickly became the preferred route for Oregon and California trail travelers. No one knows for sure who built the road, though some believe soldiers from nearby Fort Laramie might have had a hand in it. By 1869, use of the overland trails began to decline as the Continental Railroad offered a faster, less grueling way west. Still, Scotts Bluff remains a powerful symbol of the pioneer era. On December 12, 1919, the Department of the Interior officially designated Scotts Bluff and the nearby formations as a national monument. The site came under the care of the National Park Service, which had just been created a few years earlier. During the 1930s, workers from the Civilian Conservation Corps built a scenic road to the summit of Scotts Bluff. This route includes 3 tunnels carved through the bluff and offers a stunning drive to the top. We're now entering the Visitor Center and Museum. We begin in this first gallery, which focuses on Scotts Bluff as a landmark on the trails west. Here we can find large wall mounted maps showing the major overland trails, the Oregon, California, and Mormon Trails. There's also a timeline that traces the path pioneers followed from Independence, Missouri, all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Along the way, we can stop and take a look and read some of the diary entries from pioneers. Many of these accounts mention Scotts Bluff by name, often describing the emotional moment of seeing its rugged face appearing on the horizon. Other displays that we see include historic surveying equipment and early maps of the region, including sketches made by explorers and U.S. Army topographers. Here, the story of Hiram Scott, the ill-fated fur trader for whom the bluff is named, is told in depth as well. There's a scene that we can see in here and read about where he was supposedly abandoned by his companions, only to later die near the bluff that now bears his name. This next exhibit examines life on the trail here near Scotts Bluff. As we walk by, we can see panels that walk us through some of the day to day routines of immigrants. There's actually some interactive audio stations that allow us to listen to actual journey entries from men, women, and children on the trail that share their stories of hardship, excitement, fear, and resilience. Also, in this part of the gallery, it covers the Native American perspectives with respect and information exhibits highlighting the local tribes such as the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Pawnee who witnessed the passage of thousands of settlers across their land. We're now entering a quieter, more contemplative gallery dedicated to William Henry Jackson, the renowned photographer and painter who helped define the visual legacy of the American West. Jackson first visited Scotts Bluff in 1866 while working as a bull whacker with a wagon train. Later, as the official photographer for the Hayden Geological Survey, he returned with his camera and sketchbook in tow. This space showcases Jackson's paintings, original black and white photographs, and lithographs of some of the paintings that he made. Along the way, there are panels that describe the challenges he faced capturing images in the field, including hauling fragile plates and chemicals across rough terrain, and how his work helped convince Congress to create Yellowstone National Park. I hope you've enjoyed this Wandering Walks of Wonder tour here at Scotts Bluff National Monument. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on our next Wandering Walks of Wonder adventure. Take care now. Bye-bye.